Hello there, my beautiful Aries friends. How are you? Welcome back to Sacred Knowledge Tarot. I am so happy and thankful to each and every one of you for being here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria and I do these readings every week. Now, Aries, this is your mid-July reading, and what I'm going to do for you today is open your reading with a Power Animal Oracle card. Then I'm going to pull 3 cards out of my tarot deck to see what message Spirit has for you, followed by a bonus card from the Key Oracle deck, which is a Spirit Warrior deck. Then I'm going to pull 3 personal messages for you. This is where I ask you to pause the video, take a deep breath, connect to Spirit, and then come back to receive these messages. We are also going to close with an angel number. So those of you that are watching today, if you've been seeing signs through animals or insects, any repeating numbers or angel numbers, this is all going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So stay tuned for all of this, my beautiful friends. All right, let's call in Spirit and open up your reading. See what it is that Spirit would like you to hear today. So we are getting for you, Aries. Pig spirit, look at this. Have any of you seen a pig? This is your confirmation today. If you haven't, you're seeing one now on your screen. So the message here is give freely from your heart and share your blessings with others. You are a true giver. So once again, give freely from your heart and share your blessings with others. You're a true giver. So look at that. What a cute little piggy. So my husband's friend, he has little piglets on his farm that are probably all grown up now, but they're so cute when they're little. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're starting with the moon card. So we've got some illumination happening here, clearing of things, and a new light to see perhaps things that were hidden. And there's parts of us that are also rising, parts of us maybe that were suppressed. So there's a lot of uncovering that is going on with this card for you. So the moon card. Now, this is a major arcana card, so this energy is going to be prominent. However, it's in the background. So some of you are going to feel this intensely, others you're going to feel this subtly. All right, the 6 of Wands. So I love this card because this is letting me know that you are winning in life. You're allowing yourself to win. You're allowing yourself to be open to the possibilities that surround your desires, your dreams, your wants. And just that being open is freeing you in a sense, but there's a spotlight with you in the center of all of this energy. So the 6 of Wands here. I also want you to use your own intuition with my reading. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. Not only will this strengthen your intuition, but you will also receive your own messages. So the 6 of Wands, and we've got the Justice card. So there's a big decision some of you are making somewhere in your life. Perhaps this has to do with marital affairs. Maybe this has to do with, business related things, maybe work related, injury related, whatever this is. I feel the outcome, you need to release the amount of energy you're putting on that outcome right now. Okay. We're going to take a look at this card a little bit more. So the Justice card. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. So the moon card, there is a beautiful opening that is happening. I feel this is coming after. This is what's happening now. Some of you have already gone through this experience, and there's healing in this as well. There's little bits and pieces of healing some of you are doing with some of the things that are surfacing, that are showing themselves that perhaps were hidden to you. These could be emotions, Aries, and I feel that emotions that have not been able to be expressed in the way that they needed to. So those are starting to surface. So this is where sometimes energies outside of us can trigger us, that can make us feel like we're going through some sort of an experience from our past, right? So lots of different ways that this energy of, I feel it's a darker energy for you, Aries. And maybe you're going through something in your life right now that is creating, it feels like a whirlwind, and it's just rolling around you. And it's slowly little bits and pieces of things which feel like your life is unraveling, but not in a way that you were expecting. And this is just clearing your closet. This is you cleaning out your closet is what Spirit is saying. And, you know, anytime I've ever cleaned my closet, it looks like there's not much mess. But once you start to pull all of that stuff out and I look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was all in there. How did that even happen? So this is the energy I'm feeling with some of you. Is this resurfacing, this surfacing of things that were maybe hidden away and maybe meant to be dealt with later or maybe never, right? And now they're starting to come up. So it's time for you to actually look at them, right? This is where Spirit is asking you to look at the things that are coming to light. They're coming to light for a reason. And once you start to work with them, release them, right? Even just turning them into your biggest strengths, you know, just to, you know, work with them is what Spirit is saying. There's some shadow work here for sure, right? Some of you are in the midst of it and there's a journey that comes just with that. So I'm seeing a lot of things are coming out of the woodwork here. Things that are even, I'm seeing a jack in the box. So I feel some things are jumping out like a surprise here. And there's a lot of growth that is happening. There's this conscious expansion that is happening through this experience. So Spirit is wanting you to not resist it, rather flow with it. Explore it a little bit and see kind of, okay, what am I finding here? What am I meant to deal with? What's meant to be dealt with? I'm getting someone, you know, noticing an emotion rising and you're kind of like, okay, I can feel the emotion, but I'm going to set it aside for a second because I'm going to check you out later. Do your thing and then come back and, you know, really understand, okay, what was that? Where did that come from? And, you know, I go through this in my own life where sometimes emotion does rise and I'm like, where is that coming from? Why do I feel like this? You know, why is this triggering my emotion or my feeling? And I usually have these things happening internally. No one usually knows what's happening internally, but this is the energy. Some of you are just, it's all internal. There is nothing going on in your life that may be triggering it. It's just happening, right? So it's because it's time now to work with some of the energies that are surfacing. All right, Aries, 6 of Wands. And this is where you come out of that darkness. So what I'm seeing is a closet that is open. All of these things came out and then there's some black smoke and out you come, shining, glowing, right? There's a lot of clarity. You're connected. And this is where you make things happen. You become an inspiration to others, right? Perhaps you have a life that is chaotic and perhaps you're known for maybe going through chaotic situations or having a life of turmoil or having a life of struggles, whatever this is, right? Maybe there's a story there, or perhaps you're someone who's always done really well in your life. And this is where people are looking at you, maybe wondering or asking, is there something that you can teach us, right? With how you're able to make this work for yourself. So I'm seeing these in 2 different lights. And the ultimate goal is to come to this place where you are at the forefront, where you are shining bright, even brighter than where you are, if you are in a good place, right? So there's this alignment that is happening that's raising you up to a new level of frequency and vibration. And Spirit is really wanting you to understand where you allot your energy at this time. They want you to have a work-life balance here. All right, so maybe there's too much of something that you're taking in. So the focus is to recollaborate your energy, center yourself, ground, and understand, okay, where do I need to put my energy? Because there's things in your life that might not be getting enough energy. Maybe there's things that are getting too much that don't need too much and they're being overwatered, underwatered, not enough sunlight, too much sunlight, right? So this is you nurturing your dreams, nurturing the things that you want to see growth in. And you're going to see that. And you're the one that's going to be shining through it all because people are watching you. I feel there's others that are watching you. Your higher self. I feel you feel the presence of your higher self around you. You receive confirmations. You understand signs and symbols. This is a part of your gift, right? So some of you are gifted and there's an activation of those gifts, or you've always followed and done that and are recognizing that, oh my gosh, that's actually a gift that I have. Not everyone is able to do that. So there's this recognition from you to yourself, in a sense, like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing all these things that are happening, and with discipline, consistency, practice, having a schedule, organizing myself, I'm able to get to places I've never thought I would get to, but dreamed of. So there's an alignment of a dream that is happening here for you, and a sense of freedom. So those of you that are seeing horses, this is a confirmation, right? You're meant to be free. You're meant to flow, move with the energy without any kind of, it's like the horse energy. I'm seeing a horse running down the hill, like just going really, really far, just waving its hair, right? Just being free, independence. There's this really nice energy of nothing holding you. Like there's no weight. You're just a light. You're light like a feather, but it's really hard to describe, but I'm feeling this energy for some of you. Have some boundaries up around people is what Spirit is saying here as well, to build the strength to have boundaries around some of the attention, distractions, the interactions of energies around you as well. Just because sometimes, and our world is made of all sorts of chaotic frequency, vibrations, energies, right? And sometimes we have these sticky energies that come in and pull us towards them. And, you know, if we're strong, we'll recognize them and reground ourselves. But sometimes it'll pull us in and keep us there where we're off alignment now, and slow us down and do whatever kind of things it wants to us, right? So it's just being mindful of these energies that can pull you in as you're moving forward. So beware of distractions here. People's energies, especially if they're feeling draining, are not good to you. So we've got the Justice card. With everything that is going on, some of you are making a choice or a decision that is going to be life-changing for you. That's going to determine everything for some of you. And I feel this is the pressure you're putting on yourself. Like, this is it. If this happens, then I'm going to do this. If this doesn't happen, then I'm going to do that. Like, just that pressure that, I don't know what this is. If you're feeling like this is what you need to release. Any kind of outcome, any kind of pressure, any kind of attachment to this one thing. This doesn't have to be just like a legal thing. Because with justice, I feel sometimes we lean more towards legal things, but I feel this has to do with something that feels like you're gonna do justice by doing this, making this decision if something doesn't go your way. That's not how the universe works. Aries, if you're feeling this energy within yourself, you have to release it, let it go, allow things to flow and unfold naturally. There's reasons why things happen in our life. Sometimes we're meant to learn something from the experience. We're meant to go straight into that. A feeling of, oh no, this isn't for me. But sometimes that big obstacle that you see in front of you might be a blessing in disguise, right? So they want you to just flow with it and trust that Spirit is always with you. If you call on them, they will guide you, but release the tension, release the thoughts, the anxiety, the stress, the worry, all these emotions that are whirling around this thing. Release that energy. It's so like overbearing. It feels like maybe you're reacting or your personality is changing. Like that's not the person that you are, but because of your circumstances or because of something that happened, and maybe it was something that did change how you feel about life, about your own life, about people. This is, I feel, a block. And in order to remove this block, you have to let go of whatever this is that you're really holding on to. It's almost like revenge. It feels like, it almost feels like you're playing God almost, but it's not, because you can take this shell off. It's not too late is what spirit guides are saying as well. So it's a major release that has to happen. For others, with a release or without that release, there's an opening coming in for you. a major opening. So as you take that shell off, some of you, you're moving into this new opening, and others, there's a decision that you're going to make, a choice. Maybe this has to do with a legal case. Maybe this has to do with some sort of paperwork, legal documents or something that once it's signed and sealed, like the stamps on there, you're open to possibilities. There's this like exploration, there's this freedom, there's this opening, like a clean slate almost. This is what's coming in for you. So, but you have to release what the outcome, and it's just, everything's meant to happen the way it's meant to happen, because through that you're going to grow. There's this evolving energy at play here. I also have karma coming in, karmic energy. So, and I feel like that's like that sticky web that is coming in. It's like the sticky web is representing the karma, how it's showing up for some of you. And I don't know what that means. Like, what does that mean? Is it the web that you've created that's now coming back and it's being reflected to you? So is that how it's showing up? So it's really interesting how these cards show up in our lives. So there's a really big thing happening here, and it feels like a lightning bolt that splits something in half. And you see the two completely different sides of, it's like a timeline. Out of one timeline, you just created two, because there's two paths that are available. So perhaps you're deciding which path you're going to walk. Is it going to be this one? Because of emotions, everything that's bubbling and rising is making you feel like this is the route for me. Or is it a place of being neutral and seeing like, okay, you know what? I understand that this is here, but maybe it makes sense to do this instead and see kind of where that takes me and learn from what it is that I went through. I hope I'm making sense with that. So really big decision here with this. And this is you coming to the forefront. This is you walking through that opening, right? And give freely from your heart and share your blessings with others as you're moving through this energy. So let's pull a bonus card. This is the Alki Oracle deck. I'm going to read you the interpretation from the guidebook. So what is it that Spirit wants to share with you here through this deck? We are getting Etriante. I hope I'm saying that right. Etriante. And she who enfolds. We've got a bird here, lots of this plant. I don't know what this plant is called. Perhaps you have one in your home or have seen it. These are all coming in as confirmations. Suave, I think that's how you say it, suave, embrace, and self-care. So let's read you the interpretation from the guidebook here. Etriante. She who enfolds has wrapped herself up in 3 layers of soft, colorful cloth. Her crown indicates that she rules herself. Her companion, a cousin to the scrub jay, is a noisy defender of her space. But our flaxen-haired ruler has no need of this protection. Self-care is a key component of her sovereignty. She surrounds herself as a mother swaddles an infant to contain and to comfort. Her name means embrace in French. Etriante is also knows anyone who would be truly close to her must respect her independence. Etriante comes to teach you to trust and protect your layers. Do not be an open book now. Let those who would know you have a challenge. You are not being coy here. You are being careful with your precious self. It is important to make this distinction. Sometimes we open ourselves up too soon and too much. Be discerning with how much you reveal so others understand you are not to be so others understand you are not to be taken lightly. Remember, it is perfectly acceptable to hold parts of yourself back until you are ready. So look at that. And I feel this is the 6 of Wands energy for you. This is an alignment. So Etriante, everyone. All right, I'm now going to pull 3 personal messages for you. So feel free to pause this video, take a deep breath, connect to Spirit, and then come back to receive this. So your first card today, Aries, is allow your higher good. I don't know if any of you are seeing a Buddha. This is coming in as a confirmation. Don't be upset because things didn't work out the way your ego planned. Have faith that what is in your highest good will come. Okay? So allow your higher good to work its magic. Perseverance. They're wanting you to have perseverance, and perhaps you're seeing a flower or an image like this in your life. You've gotten through survival mode. Now it's time to live and blossom into more. The worst is behind you. All right, so that is your second message. And your third message, hidden treasure. So a golden egg. There's a hidden treasure, Aries. The message here is the treasure you are looking for is hidden in the ground you're standing on. It is time to dig deep. So look at that. I'm going to read this one more time. The treasure you are looking for is hidden in the ground you're standing on. It is time to dig deeper. Okay? So let's pull an angel number. Some of you are seeing angel numbers, repeating numbers in your life. This is going to give you your confirmation and guidance today. So we are getting for you, Aries, letting go. It's time for you to start letting go. So the number is 2929. If you're seeing these numbers in the sequence, this is your confirmation today. Now you can see these in phone numbers, on a receipt, a house address, a license plate, or anywhere else. That's a confirmation. So the message here is your losses are going to become your gains. You have the potential to do anything you desire here, and they're wanting some of you to start over. Bury the past is what they're saying, and move on to new adventures, because that's what's waiting for you, new adventures. So this is your reading today. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. And until the next time.